Hello, beautiful souls, beautiful awakened souls. Thank you so much for joining me again for another video here on Starseed Academy. My name is Jenny. So today I wanted to talk about some new moon energies with you. The new moon is October 6th, and I don't know, I just felt inspired to do some cards with you, pull some cards with you for the new moon message. I don't know if we've ever really even done that on this channel, maybe like once forever ago, so I just thought it would be something fun and different. I love to pull cards for myself, I just don't do it on here very often, so let's play. So as you know, I always like to, whether I'm meditating, astral traveling, doing some channeling, doing a card reading, anything really where I'm using my energy and my spirit, it's super important to protect yourself before you do any of those things, especially now. Our lights are shining brighter than ever and they really attract a lot to them, so protect yourself always. So what I'm going to do is just get you to tune in with me before we do this card reading for a super quick connection. So hands over heart, you can close your eyes, and we're just going to take 3 deep breaths together. And as we're taking these deep breaths and connecting with one another, I'm going to ask Archangel Michael to please put a protective energy light around myself and every other beautiful soul that tunes into this. Golden light of protection surrounds you now, surrounds us all, and is held here during this entire session. Also connecting you to God Source by spiraling the white light of your crown chakra upwards, 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 all the way to the edge of the universe, to the doorway of Source. Connecting there with the light of God, being held in the heart of God Source. Please hold us in your light. Hold us in your highest light and love. Protect us. Allow the information, the details, the guidance that comes through to be pure, of the light, true, and for the highest good of humanity, the awakened souls, the Starseed Collective, and the earth. Let everything that comes through be specific to us on our earth mission here as awakened souls, working towards our highest timeline. And then at the bottom, your red root chakra, spiraling that downwards all the way down to the core of the planet, where we wrap that red light around the heart of Gaia, the crystal heart, holding us and anchoring us and grounding us in her light and her energy as well. Good. So just remember to always set up these kinds of protections and connections. I know sometimes we can get lazy and not want to do it, but it makes so much of a difference, because when you do that and you set the intention and you have everything set up like that, what comes through is going to be so much more clear, so true, real, of the light. You won't have to question it, right? And when I don't do that and I try to do something like a card reading, it's all muddy and confusing, right? So it's truly worth it. And then on top of that, it protects you. Okay, so I have 2, I don't know why, I just have 2 decks pulled out. Let's see what happens. But the first one I want to do is Divine Animals Oracle from Stacy Demarco. So it's got that blue light, tigress, is that a tiger? I don't know if that's a jaguar or what that is, but it's some kind of wildcat, feline, possibly Lyra energy with that blue light, which is powerful divine protective energy. Been working a lot with blue light lately, and been working a lot with like lions and tigers and stuff. So that beautiful, like, fierce energy. All right, so I'm going to clear my deck. I always just knock on it 3 times, pull out what doesn't need to be there, send it over to the violet flame. That just clears it. That's my way of clearing it. And then I fill it back up with my intention. So receiving hand on the bottom, dominant hand on top, filling it up with my intention. My intention is to receive a message about the new moon energy that will be relative, relatable to the Starseed Collective and the awakened souls here on Earth right now. Something helpful, something true, for the highest good of all. Good. And now I don't have any fancy way of shuffling. I just generally something pops out of the deck at me or I just know. Sometimes, you know, when you're doing a card reading, you can be shuffling and you just know when to stop, or one will stick out weird, or it will actually fly out of the deck. There's no wrong way. Just tune in and as you shuffle. And sometimes it's good to hold your question in your mind as you're shuffling too. So in my mind, I'm saying new moon, October 6th message. Okay, perfect. So I've got a card here. Oh, okay, it's a tiger and it says will, tiger. All right, so I'll zoom in on this for you. So that's the card and we'll, okay. So what I like to do now, before I look up the meaning of this in the book, which is always fun to do, I like to get my own meaning first, right? Use your intuition. This is a great way to practice your psychic gifts, your clairvoyance, your clairaudience, your clairsentience, what you feel, what you know, claircognizance, channeling, like practice. It's so good. So when just look at it and what do you see? So the first thing that I see is that tiger energy, and it's literally roaring and leaping forwards in the water. So it's time to take a leap. It's time to be brave. It's time to be courageous. It's time to roar. It's time to move. It's time to go. Okay? However that relates for you, that's the energy for this new moon. Time to go. Time to move. Be brave. Be courageous. Use your throat chakra. Roar. Speak your truth. These are wise old souls. And then the tiger also has like a bridle, I think that's what it's called, and like a saddle. So it's like domesticated in a way. And so what that tells me is that it's not just roaring with violence. It's not just like tearing apart anything that comes in its path. It's controlled fierceness. It's directed, right? You're steering it. You know where you want to go. And on the back is this beautiful like priestess style woman. And that could be like, you could visualize that being like your highest self, right? It doesn't matter if you're female or male. This is like somebody in their highest spiritual aspect, riding the energy of this roaring tiger to get them where they need to go, taking leaps, using courage, but it's in control too. It's being directed by higher frequencies, your higher self. It's not just chaos, okay? And one last thought before we look at the book is that they're also charging through water, and there's like water splashing up everywhere. And water generally represents like emotional energy. So possibly moving quickly through some emotional energy, healing trauma, finding your way through that, something like that. So let's see what the book has to say about this tiger card. All right. And we'll just see. And as I read this, what the part, like the message that's meant for you will, okay, so you'll feel it, but I was just going to say like a little punch in the gut. Like whenever I hear something that's meant for me, because there'll be a part of this message that's for you. It might not all be for you, but the part that's for you will either give you goosebumps or a little like twinge in your stomach or something. Okay, so pay attention to your physical sensations. Here's the card message. Exercise your will and determination in ethical ways. Do not place your will over another's. You do not have control over anyone but yourself. Do not be afraid to be fierce, especially as a woman. We can ride our healthy anger, but we must eventually transform it into something more useful. Tiger magic is wild and mysterious. It is the energy we can use to counter jealousy, threats, rage. It's highly protective and helps us find a more resourceful way to deal with difficult situations and people. Tiger magic is feminine in its aspect, and women can use it to help them gain confidence and to find their healthy fierceness. Okay, so that was pretty, like, hit the nail on the head really for what we were saying about riding healthy anger and transforming it into something more useful. Do not be afraid to be fierce. Using your will and determination in ethical ways. So all of that. So how does that vibe with you? How do you feel about that? So for me, that makes so much sense because I've been feeling so much of that roar energy. So much energy from Sirius and the lions there, and Lyra and the lions there, and the tigers, really assisting Earth right now. And this, again, this is the new moon message coming through. So this is the kinds of energies that are going to be permeating the planet for this new moon on October 6th. So a lot of fierceness, but with purpose behind it. Okay, awesome. All right, and then I want to do a card from, I think this is probably my favorite deck. It's one of my oldest ones too. And you know, a lot of the times you can outgrow a deck and you stop turning to it. I have lots of decks that I don't use. Sometimes I'll give them away as a gift if I feel like it's the right thing for someone. But this one, I never tire of it. Like, it just always feels relevant. So, okay. So, I should show you what this one is. I know a few people that have this and they say the same thing. It transforms with you or something. And so this is the Energy Oracle cards by Sandra Ann Taylor. Okay, so we'll just, again, clear this, send in the intention, looking for a message for the new moon on October 6th for the awakened souls, the starseed souls, guidance, important information for our highest good. Thank you. Okay. And you can actually feel the deck get heavier when you send in. Like, it just got so much heavier. All right, so we're going to give it a few shuffles here. Oop. I guess we have our card. I kind of feel like I need one more, though. Sometimes you just know. I feel like I need just one more card. All right, that one's sticking out. Okay, perfect. So the first card is the second chakra, Archangel Ariel. So this is, so here's the card. Okay, so second chakra is your sacral chakra. That's your center of intuition, divine feminine energy, that beautiful wildness. Yeah, like intuition, connection with the unseen worlds. A lot of people hold witch wounds there. What else? Center of creation and your womb. And then also that center of allowing yourself to be the divine feminine, which actually means to be in surrender, to be open-hearted, to be vulnerable, to be soft. That is the natural state of the divine feminine, and that is where she shines. And as women, or as anyone that resonates with the divine feminine, we all have the divine feminine within us, but especially if you have like a physical womb, it's very important to remain in a place of surrender, openness, softness, the opposite of resistance. Okay, so this reminds me of the affirmation that I've been working with. I open my heart to what's in front of me. Because if it's in front of you, it's for you. Whether it's something beautiful or a lesson, if it's in front of you, it's for you. We trust, we surrender to what life brings onto our path because we know there is a higher meaning and a higher purpose. And in that light, everything is a blessing, everything is medicine, gratitude reigns supreme. Is a powerful way to live. And the opposite of that would be resistance. No, that's not what I wanted. No, I don't accept that. No. And then you're actually out of your power. It's much more in your power to say, okay, why is this showing up in my life? What does this have to teach me? What medicine, what lesson, what blessing is hidden here in everything? That's an alchemical soul that can do that, to transform everything into gold. And really, Earth is the best place to learn that. So, speaking of gold, it's a very golden card. We've got a beautiful angel holding like a healthy, shining sacral chakra. And then the second card was called Broken Heart. And it's a broken heart with a tear at the bottom. And so the cracks in your heart are how the light gets in, broken open. And so this really reminds me of like how you need to feel your feelings to heal and to return to peace. And that if you don't flow with that in that open heart living where you just surrender to what's in front of you, knowing that even when it hurts, it was meant for you, it was on your path for a reason, to move out of resistance and into surrender and into flow and into trust. And that also is with your emotions, to flow with your emotions, to trust your emotions, to surrender to your emotions. They are conscious, very smart, wise. Let them lead you to your healing. So let the tear fall, let yourself break down, let yourself break apart. Look at the world right now. If you were not having a breakdown, that would be weird. It would be weird not to. It's good. It's good to break down every now and again. It's good to cry. It's good to cleanse with tears and emotions, or healthy sacred rage or anger. However you cleanse, maybe with fire, your emotions and your heart. And also this is just showing you how connected the womb and the heart are, right? So connected. So they affect one another. If there's something wrong in your sacral, then your heart is feeling it, and vice versa. Yeah, I don't know if there's anything else that's coming through here. Perhaps too a nod to, with seeing this angel helping with the healing, to remember that you don't have to do everything on your own. Reach out to your angels, reach out to your team. Ask for help healing. Ask for guidance. That's a beautiful thing to do as well. And you know, we're so stubborn, we try to do everything by ourselves. And why do you have a spirit team? Like, why? What do you think they're there for? They're there to create miracles and healing and move you forward. Utilize that. So yes, so the full moon energy coming through is about the sacral chakra, about emotions, about being broken open, feeling yourself. Mostly like surrender to what's in front of you. Surrender to what you're feeling and to what's in front of you. Accept it, trust in it, alchemize it into gold. So let's see, we can quickly check in on the book with this too. I love the messages in this guidebook are really great as well. So again, just tune in and see what stands out to you. The first one I'm going to read is about the second chakra and Archangel Ariel. Okay, so it says, the second chakra vibrates in the energy of the beautiful angel Ariel. She sends a bright orange energy, promoting inspired creativity and greater comfort with intimacy. When this card appears, it's urging you to get creative. Let yourself reach out into unexplored areas of self-expression and new projects that may have a more creative approach. This is also a time when the energies of closeness with others and nurturing yourself can flow more freely. Open yourself to the emotional intimacy that may be coming your way. Nurture yourself and be ready to receive the affection of the resonant souls around you. And then the affirmation is, my second chakra is open to its perfect healthy state. I am creative and self-nurturing, more and more comfortable with the gentle waves of intimacy coming my way. That's beautiful. I love that message. Again, so many people get stuck in the masculine energy because when things are chaotic or when you're afraid, it's very easy to move into masculine energy and say things like, I'll just take care of it myself. I don't need anyone. I don't need any help. I can do it. And that's not actually helping you, right? Like, that's toxic masculinity. That's not divine masculinity, because divine masculinity and divine femininity, they work together as a team. So it's never going to be about going it alone. But that's what we do when we're scared and we feel like we have to take care of ourselves and protect ourselves and close our heart. So this is just, again, a reminder to be open-hearted, trusting, and surrender and receive. Because again, the sacral chakra, the divine feminine, the womb, is about receiving. So receive your blessings. Be open. All right, so the broken heart card, I'm going to read that one now. This card shows a heart broken open, revealing darkness, emptiness, and a grief-filled tear. The hurt may be from long ago, or it may be the pain of a more recent event. Either way, a deep healing is called for now. Vent to your feelings. Release the person or the situation involved. Affirm that you are reclaiming your power and peace of mind. Open your heart to the light of divine love and healing, and have compassion for yourself during this difficult process. Make a self-care priority. As you let go of old experiences, you can open your heart to the true and abiding love that you so rightfully deserve. And the affirmation is, I release the pain of the past and I live with compassion for myself. Love heals and renews me now. So that could be an old relationship, a past life, your childhood, anything at all in the past. What comes to mind first? What hurts you the most? What are you holding on to right now? Can you let it go? Can you get some help? Ask for help to let it go. It's time for open-hearted living. It's time to clear yourself of this once and for all. It's time to surrender into your softness, your receiving mode, trust. It all happened for a reason. It was beautiful, divinely timed, and a blessing. It was your lesson, your medicine. It made you who you are. Let it go. You're safe to. You're safe to let it go. Let's all honor our feelings and our emotions today during this new moon. And surrender and open your heart to what's in front of you. I love you all so much. Thanks for joining in with this fun little card reading. Leave a comment below if these cards were resonating for you. And don't forget to like, share, subscribe, check out the links to work with me. And of course, listen to your heart and the quiet voice within. Because you are so much more than the body you're in. Thank you, beautiful starseed. Have a great day. Bye.